Alright, hello everybody, thank you for joining me. My name is Mr. Twister WX. Right now, we are looking at some snow in the Kansas City area. So, once the radar loads up, it'll start playing this image. Let me get the frame count a bit lower. So these storms are moving towards Kansas City right now. So just some moderate snow, but we could see gusty winds with this. In this area, they are under a blizzard warning for heavy winds. And we also have our Streamlabs today, and I put the chat on the screen. I put it up there. So we're gonna see how that goes. Kind of just testing today. If it goes crazy, I'll turn it off. But I think it's doing okay right now. And let me know if the chat gets too big and it takes up the way. But I kind of changed our stream layout a bit. Instead of having the live sub count, we have this up here. Sadly, it doesn't automatically update, but I'll just change it at the beginning and end of every stream. It's just racing to our end of the year goal, which is 2,500. So that's what we're looking at. But some moderate to potentially heavy snow with gusty winds is near Spring Hill, Kansas. So it's about 25 dBz. So we're also watching some heavy wind with it. Let's take a look at velocity. I think sadly our stream is a little bit delayed. That's okay. So yeah. So just some wind over here in the Spring Hill area. And some snow. I want to check in over the Wichita, Kansas area where they are also included in that blizzard warning, which they issued earlier today for parts of our winter storm warning. So the red is blizzard warning, pink is winter storm warning, the dark purple is ice storm warning, and then this light purple is winter weather advisory. But we're going to keep an eye on our blizzard warning right now. Davis stacking bills. Cool. I think he got monetized this year, so that's really good for him. Also, what do we think of the chat font over here? I thought it was cool, so I chose it. But we're looking at potentially some snow and some heavy mix. So this could put down ice, which could make the power go out in the Wichita area. So we've got some more coming towards you guys. So if we read the blizzard warning, for portions of the winter storm warning, heavy mixed precipitation, sleet, which is what we're seeing down here, which will make the power go out. That's what we're looking at. Actually, I want to get the, what's it called? Power outage map pulled up. Just to keep an eye on that. Looks like just this county up here in the winter storm warning near Colby, Kansas, Hoxie, Kansas is experiencing some issues, but we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, I thought he wasn't doing super chats, but that's cool. I'm happy for him that he got monetized and trying to get on that same route by the end of the year. Yeah, Streamlabs, if you use more than 4 emojis, it will get you. Can I check Skiatook, Oklahoma? Sure. There it is. We'll get on the Tulsa radar. Whoa, chat just went so fast. I think it will get you if you aren't a moderator. Yep, you're immune. So it looks like, I think this is just stuff the radar's picking up, not really much rain. I think you're good for now, right over here. Should see some storms later though. Not sure what's going on in chat. Looks like we got a special weather statement over here near Grand Junction on the Colorado and Utah border. So, expires in 8 minutes. Snow squall with rapid lowering visibility. And using Streamlabs is the only one who will remove you for emojis. I will, mods will. So, rain and snow near Corcoran Peak, Little Book Cliffs, Wilderness Study Area. So that's going near Interstate 70. Also, we have a live view count up here. I'm going to move chat down. There we go. So now you can see that this over here, it will always be updating. I'm looking at the count on YouTube as well, and it's pretty accurate. But we're going to focus on Wichita, Kansas, where we have this ice, and we could be seeing some trees down, very icy, slick road conditions, and some power outages pretty soon. Let's just ask it topic. There we go. So that works. So it's pretty cool that we could set that up. I don't even remember the commands I did. Okay, the current commands are exclamation welcome, exclamation topic, exclamation today's severe risk, no spaces, and rules. So if we take a look at that one, we'll just see if it works. But this is some pretty heavy mixed precipitation. We're looking at, so this is near Hayesville, south of Wichita, mixed 14. So this is probably mainly ice because it's rain that's freezing before it hits the ground. You're not standing anymore, I'm afraid. So, and this is all moving north into the Wichita area. And this storm, Winter Storm Blair, is going to continue to move into the Ohio Valley, which is why we have winter storm warnings going as far east as Washington, D.C. We have winter storm warnings all the way to western Kansas, almost to the Colorado border, with blizzard warnings near Kansas City and Wichita. And those winter storm warnings continue all the way through. So western Kansas to Washington, D.C. is pretty impressive. And this blizzard warning was previously a winter storm warning before that portion of it got upgraded. Rightfully so. So, also some snow falling near, let's see, this is near St. James, Missouri. 20 dBz's, pretty light snow for the most part, I think. Also, this end of 2025 goal is our sub goal. We're 48% of the way there. From 0 to 2,500. So not even halfway yet. But that's okay. I think we can make it. Be right back, everybody. 1 sec. Okay, we are back. So continuing to watch this snow near Derby, Wichita, Hayesville, Clearwater, Waco. Not snow, it's mix. And it's in the Wichita area. So this is near the McConnell Air Force Base. So this is really only northern Kansas City in the blizzard warning. But it's moving into our blizzard warning. Northern Kansas City is included in that. Near Riverside. So winds gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. So these will be consistent for at least 3 hours. They won't just issue it if it's just gusting up to there. So this is moving towards Interstate 70, the same interstate where we're watching that snow in Colorado. It's coming towards them too. So some snow just moved through Lawrence, Kansas. They should be seeing some pretty gusty winds. Sadly, I mean, actually we do have a cyclone port. We'll just look at it for just a second. So, don't want to look at this camera too long, but just very foggy. School buses over there. Looks like the snow still tapering off. That is north of Kansas City. So that's near Olathe now, Overland Park. Moving towards... Is Overland Park? No, Pleasant Hill is where our weather service is up there. So, in Wichita, this could be making some trees go down. Could see some power outages. Gonna look at the outage map actually. Just some outages north of Wichita right now. So we have winter weather advisories stretching as far down as northern Arkansas, Oklahoma, Panhandle, and then eastern Colorado, and then western as well, but for 2 separate storms it looks like. And almost the whole state of Nebraska is under a winter weather advisory. Portions with winter storm warnings near Lincoln, Omaha, winter weather advisory. But if you look at Kansas, every single county in Kansas is under alert. Central and eastern, most of those are blizzard warnings. Most of the state is under winter storm warnings, and western and southern is winter weather advisories. So everybody in Kansas is under a winter weather alert every square mile, along with Missouri. Northern Missouri, winter weather advisory, and then if you go one county down from the border, winter storm warnings. Western, northwestern is blizzard warning. Then central, winter storm warning. And as you get further south, switches to ice storm warnings and winter weather advisories, which stretch into portions of northern Arkansas. So this is a very large storm. Hello, kids. Storm coverage. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Just going to do topics so everybody knows what's going on. So that the bot's going to tell you about what we have going on. Okay, so it got those two messages backwards. Western Mississippi, that message is supposed to go first, but it's okay. But for those of you just joining us, we're watching some heavy ice and freezing rain near the Wichita area. So that's Interstate 235, Interstate 35 near McConnell Air Force Base, Derby, Hayesville, Clearwater, all in Kansas. The county that Wichita is in, which I'm not sure the name of, is under a blizzard warning, and the county south of that, where Wellington is, winter weather advisory. So Wichita barely included in that, but they're included in it, so yeah. But if you're new around here, please help me out by hitting the subscribe button, which I can't say it's red because it's not red, sadly, even though it used to be. Oh, me too. Same area. Yeah, I'm waiting for that as well. Very foggy. Also, chat shows on stream now. Live viewers. And then over here you can see sub. It's not currently fully accurate. I'm just waiting as well. So we got an upgrade. Actually, right now the sub count is accurate, but it won't update every time somebody subscribes or unsubscribes. Our light goal for the stream is 10. Once again, a blizzard warning for northern Kansas City, western and northwestern Missouri, central, eastern, portions of northeastern Kansas. If you need specific county names, I can do those. If questions are asked, I can answer questions for a city. In terms of power outages caused by this storm, I'm going to get our map pulled up. Yeah, it is very chilly. Okay, so it just went up 8. So near the Wichita area, which I believe is in Butler County, the county next to there, Harvey, 150 customers without power. Sheridan County, 67. Phillips, or Norton, 34. guess we should check on this storm further east. Also, for those just joining us, we have winter storm warnings going all the way from western Kansas, which are in pink, western Kansas, all the way to Washington, D.C. Whole area is under winter storm warnings with a couple blizzard warnings and winter weather advisories. So we've been paying attention to Kansas and Missouri, but I'd like to check on Virginia. So it's loading. Looks like no snow in Washington yet. We'll have to wait for Winter Storm Blair to move further east. So if you're just joining us, please help us out by subscribing to the channel, tracking Winter Storm Blair today as it moves through the Midwest and eventually Ohio Valley. But the main areas we're tracking are a snow band, moderate snow moving through Kansas City, which looks like it's getting heavier and heavier. Tracking a band moving towards St. Louis, and tracking some ice and freezing rain near Wichita, which can snap trees, make roads icy, and accumulate on power lines. Also watching gusty winds. In our red areas, you're under a blizzard warning, pink winter storm warning. The light purple is a winter weather advisory, and the dark purple, which is only in parts of southern Illinois and Missouri, is an ice storm warning, which is the most likely area to see power outages and messy roads along with snapped trees. So in Missouri, it's Iron, Madison, and Reynolds counties, 10 p.m. this evening, so not yet, till 6 a.m. Monday. Wait. No, it's 2 a.m. tomorrow through 6 a.m. Monday. So if you're just joining us, please help me out by subscribing to the channel. We do this a lot. Sometimes we're the only one live for it. And we're going to focus on Wichita and Kansas City. So it's just going to continue for Wichita. Icy conditions. Not really much snow yet, I don't think. No camera over there, sadly, that we could take a quick glance at. But in northern Kansas City near St. Joseph, Missouri, we can look at this camera just very briefly. Very foggy there. And some snow tapering off to the camera's west. But I think now we're going to focus on Kansas City because that snow band looks like it might be getting a little bit heavier. Yeah. Near Lee's Summit, Pleasant Hill by our radar. Raymore, Belton, Missouri, Overland Park, Kansas. Snow 20 to 30 dBz, so that's like moderate snowfall. Not light, not heavy. Also some gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour are possible. Sorry, I've been talking and I realized I've been muted, but I got the chat working again. And the current commands that we have are exclamation topic, which tells you about today's topic. There's exclamation welcome, exclamation rules, and then exclamation today's severe risk with no spaces or capitals in that. And I just have to update them every stream. They don't automatically update. So every stream I'll have to change the topic in today's severe risk one. But the other two will stay the same. If you have any suggestions, let me know. And we also have a current viewer count. And this sub count isn't live. It doesn't update the quickest, but yeah. So this snow is pretty much in Kansas City now. So yeah, if you do topic. So it's pretty cool. You saw how quick it answered. It'll just tell you right about it. You can see right over here where it just told him all about it. So I think it'll be a pretty helpful tool. And I don't have it set up to remove any messages. The only thing it will remove is if you are not a moderator and you use more than 4 emojis, it will remove your message. And time you out for 30 seconds. That's the only thing. But if you're just joining us, please help me out by subscribing to the channel. Currently at 1,204 with a goal of 2,500 by the end of the year. I spent a bit of time this morning setting it up, so I'm glad it works. The severe risk one is a bit messed up. It sends the message about the areas that are affected before it tells you. Yeah, you have to do 2 S's for it. Sadly, the severe risk one is messed up. The one that says today the SPC is supposed to come before the one that starts with Western Mississippi. But other than that, they all work. I'll add more if anybody has suggestions. But we have some heavy snow, it looks like, near Marshall, Missouri, which is just south of our blizzard warning, and it's in our winter storm warning. So we're going to watch out for them. It keeps doing that. Got 70 subscribers. Nice. Congratulations. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So I think the chat over here is cool. I need to change the font back to what we had it as earlier. Also, now I don't have to have my phone pulled up to read a message. I just can't remove messages on there. I want this font. So I just updated it, so the thing should refresh. It'll just disappear for a second, but it might not come back. And that view count is also live. It updates like every 10 seconds. It keeps doing that. Keeps wanting to bring up our power outage map. That's pretty crazy. I thought he said he was turning those. He wasn't turning them on, but I'm glad that he did. Can't become a member or anything, sadly. But that's really cool. It's 24 degrees in Kansas City and probably colder with our feels like because they're under that blizzard warning where they're getting that those heavy winds. Near Wichita, Kansas also continuing to have some freezing rain and ice conditions. Oh wow, it got a lot worse than it was earlier. If we go back to like 30 frames, you can see at the start of the stream, it was more widespread when we were looking at it, but then we moved over to Kansas City. But now it's a lot heavier. Can't wait until so all this blue is our line of snow, and sadly I think most of it will miss this camera up here where they just have some fog. But if it does hit that camera at all, can't wait to see some snow. Right now it's kind of just fog on there, which is north of Kansas City. It's near St. Joseph, Missouri. 21.2 degrees Fahrenheit there, and with the wind chill, it's 11 degrees. That's really, really cold. So if you have to go out, bundle up. And if you don't have to, then I recommend not doing that. So, wouldn't recommend driving on Interstate 70 right now, wherever it is. Let's find it. Interstate. It's right here, near North Kansas City. So once again, if you're just joining us, all right, see ya. You stay safe as well. Thanks for tuning in. There, now we can see. Actually, no. We're gonna make it blue, but watch this. I'm gonna make it so we can see it, even if they're the same color. I'm just that smart, I guess. Not really, but I know how to do OBS. There. Now you can see it. I'm going to do the same thing with the date so that we can read them. So now we can read it. So near Martin City in Missouri, 22 dBz snow. We're looking for white. That's where it's the heaviest. Let's check southern Missouri. We haven't looked over there yet on Springfield radar. Oh, okay. So this is where we have that ice storm warning. Ice storm warning near Ava, Missouri. So this is probably dropping heavy ice. We could see some power outages over here. Possibly some rain. Very heavy sleet. So if you're in southern Missouri near Ava, Norwood, Mansfield, Seymour, just west or east of Springfield, south of it, I-44. So we're going to keep an eye and bounce between over here Snowing a little here in Colorado right now where I'm at least. Nice. Not for me yet, sadly, but I hope so. So there you go. So this is still moving through Grandview. Looks like it's getting a bit heavier, and near our camera, this snow will move over there soon, south of St. Joseph, Missouri. So that's cool to take a look at. Wind chill 12.1 degrees. So as you can see, as we got further into the day, the temperatures have kind of lowered. So if you're still with me, this heavy snow continuing to move through Kansas City on Interstate 70. Heavy winds. So there's, once again, moving through Kansas City area. So it's very gusty winds in this area. We're going to move back over to southern Missouri, where we're continuing to watch over here, west of Springfield. This whole line moving east. It's a very smooth line. Near Mansfield, Norwood, Hartville, Seymour. If you are just tuning in, please help me out by subscribing to the channel. Helps me out a ton. So if you're just joining, there is our welcome message. Hope you're all doing well. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Looks like we might have some snow trying to mix in near Mansfield, Missouri. Seymour, Norwood. So there's snow trying to mix in near Mansfield, Missouri, but we're going to keep an eye mainly on Kansas City. So that's near Kansas City. So this is just moving through Kansas City. I can't wait till it gets to the camera so we could see more of it near St. Joseph. Just a couple bands, because right now it's really just fog up there. But east of there, not near Kansas City, but all throughout the state, we have some snow near Marshall. All of that. Overland Park. Topeka's doing good. I think the Wichita ice is probably getting even heavier, so I'd like to look at that. One viewer, no more. Yay, let's go. All right, welcome everybody. We're tracking some ice near Wichita. So right now we're watching the ice and heavy rain near Wichita. Once again, near eastern Springfield. That's where we have our ice storm warning. And then again, in our blizzard warning near Kansas City, we have some snow. So Kansas City, Raytown, Lee Summit, Pleasant Hill, and then east of there, near Marshall, Carrollton, New York, Hamilton, moderate to heavy snow in our blizzard warning. And they're also seeing some gusty winds, which is what our blizzard warning is for, and heavy snow totals happening quickly. Also, the Streamlabs mainly has information only. It's not really doing any modding. The only thing I have it set up to do for in terms of modding is if you have more than 4 emojis, it'll mute you for 30 seconds, I believe. And then also, I think if you do all caps and it's more than 50 letters, it'll do it. Sadly, the today's severe risk one is a little bit messed up. It says the Western Mississippi message before the SPC is issued. It's not supposed to do that. But other than that, it's doing just fine. So, welcome in, new viewers. We got 4. So, I think we should focus on Kansas City. If you do 5, I don't think it'll do anything. Oh, you're not a mod. Is it doing anything to you? Oh, it did it. It did it. First time testing it. Thank you for that. It does do it. It says that you were timed out by 30 seconds for Streamlabs, and it will tell you, please refrain from spamming symbols. There you go. So it'll get you. Severe weather risk Sunday, tomorrow. Probably stay enhanced. Slight chance of it going moderate. I don't think that's very likely though. Wow, 7 viewers, that's pretty cool. Tomorrow's severe risk is not a command. We only have today's severe risk, topic, rules, and welcome. Yeah, I wouldn't use Nightbot. But if you are just joining me, please help me out by subscribing to the channel and liking the stream so we can spread the message. I'll get our welcome message up. We should collab. Yeah, we could try to do that. So this is near our radar actually, near Pleasant Hill. into Greenwood, Lee Summit, Seattle. We're just testing out the Streamlabs. Lee Summit. So our main areas of focus, one is Kansas City, the other is Wichita, where we have our heavy rain, along with the ice. So that's a lot of ice on trees, power lines, roads. And then a similar thing is happening to the east of Springfield, Missouri. And we also have some snow in central Missouri, approaching St. Louis. Hello, Justin R. Wind Answer Media. Good to see you here. Welcome in. Yes, the Streamlabs does work. Thank you to our numerous testers. Now we know. I was hoping it worked. Seriously, way too strict about it. Nightbot is way too strict. I think Streamlabs is okay. In Streamlabs, when I was setting up the bot, it kept trying to get me to stream through Streamlabs, but I think their software was pretty... It wasn't as good as OBS, but then when I found that I could continue to use OBS and just have Streamlabs as a mod, that's what I did. Thanks for making me a mod, no problem. I don't even know how you can get Nightbot. Probably too complicated. But this is our sub goal up here for the end of the year. I just checked on my phone. We're currently at 1,205. But it doesn't update during the stream unless I go in and change it. First one to break rules and get a timeout by Nightbot. Well, not Nightbot, Streamlabs, but yes. Point me. Way to go. You can stop if you want. You don't have to, because now I don't have to have any of my mods deal with it. I think Davis should get a Streamlabs. Everybody should have a Streamlabs. Yeah, I thought he was already a mod, but I made him one because I think I am on his channel. Not too sure though. But I'm kind of worried about Wichita over here because this is going to get on roads on the interstate. I don't know if I was at that stream, but I was at the Christmas one. Christmas Eve, that was a great one. It's too bad the Christmas tree light one had to get canceled. But all this pink is like wintry mix moving through Wichita. What about Nightbot? We were just saying it's way too strict compared to Streamlabs. And on Streamlabs, you can set your, like, the strict level of it to how much you want it to be. I think I had mine on, like, I think I had it on minimum levels. Where's that button? Manage goal. So Nightbot's just way too strict. That's why I chose Streamlabs. And I thought it might have a freak out, but it hasn't. But if it does, then I'm turning it off. But if we go further back on the Wichita radar for frames, let's go 75 frames. You can see it just takes a bit to load because it's retrieving a lot of data. Welcome in, new viewers. You use Streamlabs? Nice. For the moderator or for the streaming software? This is what we're talking about where the heavy ice and rain wasn't that bad earlier. So I'm gonna... So this is way back at around 6 a.m. today. There's no subscribe one, sadly. The welcome one talks about that. That was this morning. So the heavy rain was pretty calm a couple hours ago, but now it's going pretty crazy. There is no subscribe command, but you should definitely do it. I just added it today. It's our first stream with it, and also something special. Other than test stream this morning, which is only a few minutes long. This was our first stream of 2025. We'll be chasing tomorrow here in Arkansas. Nice. Are you going to chase for the winter storms or the severe weather? Because northern, you've got some winter storms, and then in southern tomorrow, you'll have some severe. And if we do look at our day 2 outlook, we have a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk for western Mississippi, extreme southeastern Arkansas, and northeastern Louisiana. That slight risk stretches all the way into southern Little Rock. So there is at the moment, I believe it's a 5% tornado risk. Let's see, it'll load. Maybe I doesn't want to. Oh, I have to turn it on for day 2. There we go. Oh, it was upgraded, not too surprisingly, to a 10%. If it went 10% hatch, that would have been surprising. But all of it for streaming and modding, nice. But that's pretty surprising. It would be pretty surprising if they upgraded it to a 10% hatch, but it's just a regular 10%. But it's still nothing to mess with. We could see some strong tornadoes tomorrow. Yazoo City, Jackson, Vicksburg, St. Joseph, Natchez, Mississippi, Bastrop, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana, Greenville in Mississippi, Rolling Fork. Hope they're okay. I don't think he's going live today. Possibly tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I bet. Tomorrow we will also be live here on this channel. Yeah, severe weather. That's probably the better target. Arkansas won't see the most winter storms, just winter weather advisories in the northern portion for total snow accumulations of 1 inch, so nothing really concerning, and ice of a light glaze. So it'll just make the roads really slippery, especially if it gets rain over it. Yes, everybody in Mississippi, stay safe. We also have a 30% wind risk, which the last time I looked this morning, it was not hatched. But I bet it did go hatched. Okay, it didn't. Maybe tomorrow it will. And when I made my video, we also had a 5% hail risk. Yep, that hasn't changed. Not too much of a hail threat tomorrow. If I get the live sub count, that's not the goal, but it just tells us how many we're at. Let's find it. So how's everybody doing? Just joining us. There you go. 1,205. But I like the top one more. Takes up less space. I've seen a lot of other people use that style of it too. I wonder if it'll time me out if I use, here, we're going to test it. If I use more than 4 emojis, I'll do 6. So it doesn't time me out. And it won't do it for a moderator either. Just our non-moderators. Currently hunting and watching weather. Cool. Oh, that's funny. This thing doesn't know what it is, so it's hand pink waving. But I want to get back to our snow. Not sure how much longer we'll be live today. Well, maybe because I'm the owner. I think it's definitely a possibility. I'm glad I was able to set up the current viewers. It's all pretty cool. So it looks like that snow just moved through downtown Kansas City. It's almost, portions of it are almost up to our camera where we just have fog right now. I want to see some of that snow on the camera. Oh. Oh. So it is probably because I'm the owner. I'd assume so. So, well, this is doing the 75 frames. It was freezing rain earlier near Kansas City. That's old data, though, from around 7 a.m., but this is right now. That's when we're keeping an eye on. Yeah, thankfully it won't time me out, but I don't plan on spamming emojis. Just wanted to test it. It's fun to experiment with. Well, looks like somebody just got timed out for it. It's pretty on top of it. It does it so quick. But this is near the radar, so we do have pretty good data because this is the Kansas City radar, Pleasant Hill. I wonder how heavy the snow is in the radar hole. Probably about the same as it is right outside of it. That makes sense. We've been live for 1 hour and 2 minutes. I think we'll end the stream in just a few minutes. But it's been a pretty good day. Does anybody have any final questions? Just going to get a couple of messages in because I want it to let people know what's going on. Those messages are just reversed. So, topic. That's what. I'm just going to have to update topic and today's severe risk for tomorrow. But oh, for the topic, yeah. Might. Or, oh, maybe I just make it severe WX. Yeah, I can change it. I don't think I can change it midstream. But I have to it doesn't automatically change. I have to update the topic one and the today's severe risk every time, but the rules one and the welcome will probably stay the same because I don't think there's anything that needs to be changed in them. But I think we're going to take one final look at everything that we have going on. So in Kansas City, that snow just moved through. These are our main focus areas right now in Wichita. So there we have that. Heavy rain. Kind of those icy conditions that make the roads really slick. Yeah, there's no severe WX command yet. I have to wait till after the stream to change it, I think. But the rules one will work. There you go. It's just backwards for some reason. But now it's snow near Mansfield, Missouri. If you go back 30 frames, it was... I want to see the transition of this. Look at this. It went all from snow. Okay, so this is the 2:38 p.m. scan, or 3:38 p.m. scan, sorry. And then that's the 2:50, or the 3:50, so 12 minutes apart, and it all switched. Oh. Oh my goodness. That was the long messages thing I was talking about. It'll really get you. Also, just a reminder, many portions of the country are under winter weather alerts right now. All of that pink is winter storm warnings. These winter storm warnings, those of you still with me, winter storm warnings all the way from western Kansas through Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, all the way through Virginia. The whole state of West Virginia is under a winter storm warning. All that area is under some sort of winter weather alert. So, with that being said, we are going to go ahead and end the stream off here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And I will see you all in the next one. We may have another one tonight. Not quite sure yet, but thanks for watching, everybody.